If you were watching any of this kind of pre-election election stuff going on, they're not very good at politics. Trump hilariously was making fun of them the other day. Really, he made a speech to some company where he was touting the election. It was really kind of a touting his economy, and it was really a kind of preview of what I think this election is going to look like. He first started out talking about how good the economy was, but then after he was just giving the facts of what an incredible economy his policies have created, and it is his policies to a large extent, he then went on, this is cut number 2, to start going after the Democrats.
I'm looking at the competition. You sort of dream about competition like that, but who knows? Who knows? I got boot edge. I got them all. I got Beto. Beto's falling fast. What the hell happened? Remember about four weeks ago, he said, I was made for this. He was made for it. He was made to fall like a rock. What happened to him? But he's trying to restart his campaign. That generally doesn't work out too well. Political geniuses, when you have to restart your campaign, history has said that does not work out well, right? History has said that that's trouble. But he's going to restart his campaign.
I just love Trump when he's like this, Buttigieg, I got them all. So, he's right about Beto. I got to say, Beto was on The View. Beto cannot stop apologizing, and he has just disappeared. He's one of these guys who's always failed upwards. He's never succeeded, but the media loves him, looks like a Kennedy, and he drives like a Kennedy as well, apparently. But he's on The View, and all he can do is apologize for his white maleness.
There are things that I have been privileged to do in my life that others cannot. And I think the more that I travel and listen to people and learn from them, the clearer that becomes to me. When women in this country are paid 80 cents on the dollar that a man makes, African-American women, 61 cents, Latinas, 53 cents. When you have 10 times the wealth in white America than you do in black America, when you have the largest prison population on the face of the planet, and it's disproportionately comprised of people of color, the systematic foundational discrimination that we have in this country in every aspect of life is something that I have not experienced in my lifetime. And I've had advantages that others could not enjoy.
I don't think you can apologize your way into the White House. I think that the left has got itself so tied up with this identity politics stuff that it can't really do politics. It can't do real politics, which is appealing to people and putting forward policies that are going to help them in their actual lives. It can no longer do that. It only can put out these videos. Oh, here I am at the dentist and look how black I am. Here I am at the dentist and look how female I am. All these things of like, here I am drinking a beer. I'm just a regular guy like you. I just don't think the American people are that stupid. I really do not. And I think that this kind of thing is going to fail. I got to just play before we take the break and get to the mailbag. I got to play the rest of that Trump cut because it was just hilarious. He went after the rest of them too. This is cut number 3.
I don't know what the hell happened to Biden. What happened to him? I'm looking, I said, that doesn't look like the guy I knew. What happened to him? And Bernie, Bernie's crazy. Bernie's crazy. But Bernie's got a lot more energy than Biden, so you never know. No, Bernie's got a lot of energy. But it's energy to get rid of your jobs. He's got the opposite energy that you produce. Not good energy. You don't like his energy. But, so it's going to be one of these people. Pocahontas, I think, is probably out. Boy, you got some beauties here. 350 million people, and that's the best we can do. I don't think so. Even as Democrats, I could pick better than that.
I just love it. And the thing is, he's right. They look really bad. Obama was a good politician, but he was such a creation. He was such a made thing, right? Remember all those present votes where he didn't get himself on record as saying what he really believed, and the hidden school records that got sealed up and all this stuff, and the running as a centrist and hiding the 20 years in this anti-American, anti-Semitic church, and the press covering up for him when he said, oh, you should spread the wealth around. The press just rushed to cover up for him. He was a hidden creation, right? He was an illusion put forward. It's hard to make a guy like that. And I think that Trump is so out there and so authentic in who he is and what he is that it's just more appealing than that kind of thing. And all the rest of these guys are like empty suits and empty skirts. They're really like not very talented politicians, and Trump is a really talented politician. I think if Roe v. Wade were repealed, I think if they can stop relying on the Supreme Court and on the courts in general to take people's rights of self-decision and self-government away, the left would become better at politics. I think it would be better for them to have to make their arguments and change their arguments when their arguments don't work. All right.